are such an asshole.
Hello, children of Cappy here. We have a request. Hi, Aaron. I recently discovered I want to become a welder working pipeline. Not only will it pay well, but it's an in-demand skill that can be utilized pretty much anywhere in the world. I plan to do a dual enrollment program at my local community college next semester. High school students can take college classes for pretty much free. Do it. Oh, this is great. He's a younger man. I remember you said the oil industry wasn't booming. I almost changed my mind on pursuing welding, but I didn't because I don't know jack shit about economics. Anyway, my plan is to learn the trade, get certified, gain experience working with pipeline, and then move out of state to work in an oil field and stay at a man camp. You may have to move out just to get the experience. I mean, learn the trade, fine. You can do that locally. Get certified, fine. You can do that. Gain experience working with pipeline. Well, where? If you're in, I don't know, I'm sure there's pipeline everywhere. Let's just say New Jersey, not a lot of pipeline in New Jersey, which could be wrong. Let's just say, well, you got to go out to Wyoming to get the natural gas field or go out to Midland, Texas. So I don't think, I get experience here at home. No, if you get a job, go where the money is. Even if it's Australia, go to where the money is. And stay at a man camp. Along this journey, I want to create work-life balance by meeting people in a new environment. Well, you're not going to have work-life balance working on a man camp. I mean, because that's big. You do 2 weeks or 3-4 weeks on, then 2 weeks off. So I had a buddy who worked in the Bakken oil field, and that's all it was. You're out there, all right. You're out there for 2-3 weeks, and you come back home for 2. All you do is work. That's all you do. I think it'd be a very good experience for you because it shows you just what is required to get ahead of life. Or ahead in life is where you're going to have to put in extraordinary effort in extraordinary circumstances, usually harsh. A lot of times it was beautiful working in South Dakota. Fall and spring are nice, but winter is super cold and summer's at times super hot with mosquitoes. Along this journey, I want to create a work-life balance by meeting people in a new environment, mainly the females. What females? Pipe welding? There's only one. It's Jesse. That's the one, literally the one girl I know who works in oil and gas. There are no women in the field because it's hard and it's dangerous. Okay, there, answer. Shock. Did he tell the truth? Women don't work in harsh, dangerous, painful conditions. They all act like they're freaking sanctimonious martyrs, saving the children, working 9 months out of the year in an air-conditioned place called a school. And they're like, oh my God, I'm just so great and amazing. Why do I make less than the men? The patriarchy. There's no women. And look, anytime it requires physically demanding, painful outdoor work, the women are there's some, but they're very, very scarce. Very, very scarce. You're not going to meet women on those things. No, it's not going to happen. I said pictures of myself to see if think girls would pursue me. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, you're a young black dude there. You cleaned up. You're not fat. Okay, no. Okay, all right. Let's help you. Okay, first here, October, Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty Month. Okay, so read through that, but I think you're on the right track. Finances, education. Go online. There's a study with OkCupid, and it shows it's color coded like green is high and red is low, and the shades of orange and red and green in between. And they show who in terms of race and sex is in most demand. I think with women, it was Asian females that were most in demand. So they had the highest response rate, the greenest. And then the lowest, I think, was it black females? I forgot which. In any case. Then if you switch to the men, white dudes are number one. Sorry. Dead last is East Indian dudes. But a very close second is black dudes. And it's because of the way you're dressed in this second picture. You are living up to the stereotype. Okay, here, right here's the picture. Okay, that's the same guy, our buddy Marcus. Now, you want to be the guy on the left side, which you maybe looks to the right. You don't want to be the guy on the right. You look a little bit too much like the guy on the right, and if you go a little bit more, you're going to have your pants drooping down behind your ass. That is the stereotype. You're living up to the stereotype. Right now, if that's the fashion because you're a younger man, well, you're 17, you're an older boy, a younger man. If that's what gets the girls, fine. But I look at that, you look like a modern day version of Punky Brewster, which you got to look it up. You look clownish. I'm not saying wear a suit to work, but if that's the fashion, wear it. But you got to watch, I don't know, watch some Cary Grant flicks. Not that you'd be a 1930s actor, but or maybe some Denzel Washington and make it more modern. And then there's another picture of you with a snake. Don't pose with snakes on your body. Girls don't like snakes. I'm fine. Maybe you're into reptiles. That's cool. I'm not going to judge you, but don't pose pictures with snakes. And here's the other thing I'll tell you about the pipeline. Or welding in general, women aren't going to view that as sexy. Now in Australia, they say the tradies get the ladies because you're going into the trades. So the women over there are smarter. They like men who are in the trades because they know they got the money. But here in the United States, we make it seem like you got to be, what's his name, Thaddeus Dirk or whatever the hell the guy was on 50 Shades of Grey. A 28-year-old billionaire who's a pilot and a philanthropist. Like, fuck you. You didn't even have the life expectancy to pull that off. If you are a carpenter, a tradesman, an electrician, a welder, girls aren't going to say, oh, you're a welder. You're not an investment banker. Oh, my God. Cardi B said to wait for that. So that's not going to help you get the girls. What is going to help you get the good girls, if there's any left by the time you're ready for them, is that you're going to have a house and you're going to have no debt. Maybe forget Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. Maybe you can read that too, but get Bachelor Pad Economics and learn about hiding your assets and not flashing your cash. But right now, don't worry about the girls. You're 17. Go get you. I think welding's great idea. Great idea. I asked you if you were good at swimming or you have any interest in swimming or learning scuba. If you could do underwater welding, now you're going to have to get years experience as welding, but if you got scuba certified, learn to swim underwater with tanks and everything, then you could go out and work underwater welding, which pays a lot, but that's a little bit more of a journey. So welding first, scuba second. You go work in the Gulf of Mexico or offshore, the North Sea over by the United Kingdom. So yeah, I think it's a good plan. The only thing I said is, what about the military? I thought about doing the National Guard mainly because my friend was trained to be a weekend warrior. I was going to train with him, but he couldn't make it through basic due to not being the right weight. Hell, I don't know if I'd make it through basic. You look like you would. You don't look fat. Plus, my parents would hate the idea of me joining the military because of the religious ideology. Well, screw your parents, huh? All right. It looks like they had you go the right way so far. They haven't failed you as of yet. But too bad. You're 18, and once you turn 18, you could do what you want. And my argument was, okay, you could certainly go to trade school. You start as an apprentice. Nothing wrong with that. But why not go to the military, have them pay for it, get a GI Bill on top of it, get advanced. Because I'll tell you this about welding. There's like your basic welding certification, but there's like several other. I think there's 5 categories. So look into this. But obviously, the more certification, the higher level you are, the more money you make. So go into the military, have them give you free food, clothing, and shelter, and insurance, and health care, and education. Maybe you are a welder in the military. Okay. Then you got your years experience that you get out of the military. Then you got a nice GI Bill to go pursue additional certifications. So by the time you're 25, you could be, I don't know if master, I'm pretty sure is the top notch, but maybe you're not master, but one below it. And now you're looking at 100K before you're even a quarter century old. And then, okay, fine, go to the Gulf of Mexico, go to Midland, Texas, go wherever. I would just make a stop at the military along the way. Go talk to a recruiter. You don't have to commit. They're going to try to make you. Just say, I'm just here for information. And there you go. Yeah, I think it's a great idea, man. But if you're going to do pipe welding, don't just do average. Because you're a young man, you're single, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no other responsibilities. Do the time to excel in it. Pursue excellence now so it has the rest of your life to pay dividends. Because if you string this out, wait till you're 40, you get your certificate. Well, okay, there was what? You're not even 40, you're not even 20. That's 2 decades gone that you could have been making way more money having that 1 or 2 higher levels of certification in welding under your belt. All right. Any super chats? No super chats. All right. Questions, answers. AssholeConsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.